Hi, I'm ThatPaulGuy, and it's Thursday. Thursday, July 18th, 2019. 50 years ago today, folks, three men were on their way to the rendezvous with the moon and make history. 50 years. We are just now thinking about going back to the moon and going to Mars. My only question on that part is, why did it take us so long? What are we doing? What happened? You know, it's 50 years to think about going back, and we're supposed to have driverless cars by now. We don't have driverless cars, but we do have Elon Musk. Elon Musk wants everybody to have a driverless car, which is cool. Driverless cars will cut down on accidents or almost eliminate accidents, eliminate things like road rage, so that's good. He also wants to hack the human brain, as made evident by his visit the other day to a company called Neuralink. The goal there is to combine the human brain with computer artificial intelligence to be able to help humans be able to control computer stuff or electronic stuff or things in your daily life, maybe even right down to the toaster in your kitchen, who knows. That presents a couple questions there as well. You're combining with computer AI with a human brain. One, what will zombies eat? And two, how long before road rage breaks out in these driverless cars? Especially in like Southern California, because that's the first place it's going to happen. I'm just curious. Stay tuned. In other tech news, NVidia, the GPU company, the company that makes graphics cards, they are coming out with their RTX 2080 Super next week. The RTX 2080 Super is going to retail for $700, $699 and change, and it will be $100 cheaper than the current RTX 2080, so it's replacing that. And it's also going to be $500 cheaper than the RTX 2080 Ti. And being that close, that card is $500 more at $1,200. And so you're pretty much going to obsolete two SKUs with one that you're coming out with for $100 cheaper. Now that's great for the consumer, but I mean, there ain't nothing like stepping on your own toes, is there? Because AMD don't have a card like that. Speaking of what AMD does have processors. Now they did come out with a couple of GPUs, a couple of video cards last week, and their CPUs, their processors. Those evidently a rousing success, and so much so that that AMD is actually outselling Intel in some parts of the world on the CPUs. Now this is good for AMD because AMD, not only are they outselling Intel, but Intel has nothing on their roadmap for like the next year and a half that kind of keep them in the lead. So it's a good chance that AMD is going to get some of that market share back, and it's going to be a lot more competitive. Again, competition is good. Speaking of competition bad, in gaming or in retail, or however we want to look at it, GameStop, the brick and mortar company that sells your games, especially your used video games, they are a little bit disappointed that sales for physical games are dropping off, and they're going to go and redesign their stores, which is great. Remodel and redesign your stores, that's beautiful, but they think that that's the major reason why none of us are going in there and shopping anymore. I would think that most of the reason why we're not going into places like that and shopping anymore is because we're being pushed to download so much content in so many of our games. All the games are available, all the download content, all the add-ons and all that stuff are all downloaded. Even Microsoft and PlayStation are pushing us to download things because they give us a free download every month if you're signed on to their game service. And in some cases, if you're signed on to their Play service, you're getting streaming games for free. And Google's going to be doing the same thing. So there's not going to be a whole lot of physical copy stuff going on. And GameStop may or may not, I don't know if they're going to be helped by this or not. But it's pretty much the worst kept secret in retail how GameStop tends to treat its employees. So maybe that's a place to start. Who knows? The Coalition, the production company that makes games like Gears of War 5, has announced that Gears of War 5 coming out soon will not have loot boxes. Now, why is this good? Well, loot boxes are the thing that the publishers get you to make microtransactions for, and that means that once you bought the game and once you bought the DLC, the download content, they get microtransactions or more purchases from you by spending a little bit here, a little bit there, to buy things that you will eventually need in the game. The only problem is when you buy these loot boxes, some of them might have something useful. Most of them don't. So there's some circles that have said this is pretty much a form of gambling. Not Electronic Arts. Electronic Arts, which is one of the largest game production companies in the world. They make stuff like Madden and all that, FIFA. They have said that loot boxes are a form of surprise mechanics, that everybody likes surprises. Well, the only surprise is that we actually put up with this crap, and after buying the game and buying whatever we have to download and waiting an hour for it to download the first install, that we're going to have to go back and buy a bunch of stuff that we need for the game anyway. We're already supposed to own the game. It's supposed to be ours. We're supposed to be able to play it without thinking somebody else is going to hit us up for another nickel or dime somewhere. But, I mean, that's just my thought. Anyway, no loot boxes in Gears of War 5, so that's a good thing. And speaking of things, that's about all the things I got this week, quite honestly. Maybe it's a little bit shorter, but maybe because last week ran a little bit longer, who knows. But in any case, folks, I mean, you're welcome to leave me any kind of comments, thumbs up, thumbs down, whether you like Thursdays or don't like Thursdays. That subscribe bar, subscribe. You're welcome to share it. Please do. Subscribe, share, leave me any kind of comments. Always welcome to hear it. That little bell icon will let you know when I'm doing more of these videos. I'll give them more updates and doing more videos, obviously, over the weekend and stuff like that. But for right now, that's all I got. So I'll see you later.